In today's fast-paced world, it is more important than ever to grab your customers' attention. And nothing is better than a video sales letter. Dollar Shave Club, need I say more? If you're a marketer who keeps up with industry news, then you know what I'm talking about. But let's say you're an average business owner or executive and you're not familiar with Dollar Shave Club's story. 12,000 new customers in the first 48 hours, okay? That's what happened when Dollar Shave Club launched its now viral, revolutionary video back in 2012. Fast forward 4 years after its VSL launch, and Dollar Shave Club cornered 15% of its market and became so hot that it was acquired by Unilever for $1 billion, okay? But you know what? When the company's co-founder Michael Dubin started out, nobody knew a thing about Dollar Shave Club. First, they had huge challenges since guys rarely switch to a new brand of razor if they start using something specific when they go through puberty. Secondly, Procter & Gamble dominated the razor market at the time. And Dubin's VSL, it changed all of that. Then there's truthaboutAbs.com and its video sales letter written by world-renowned copywriter John Benson. The thing pulled in over $40 million for the then unknown Mr. Benson. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to pull off amazing results like Michael Dubin or John Benson here, but you could when you start working with me to write your next video sales letter. My name is Will Blesh, and I've been a writer for a long time. But just to be clear, I didn't write the sales letters for Dollar Shave Club or truthaboutAbs.com. I threw them up front and center to simply highlight what's possible. And I'll tell you more about myself in just a moment. But first, let me tell you what I know and what I believe. If you've been in business any length of time, then you know that the internet has changed the game. Making sales online used to be as easy as putting up an old school sales letter. And today, when a potential customer lands on your site, you have to grab their attention immediately or they're going to move on to the next thing. Fortunately, VSLs are able to convert up to 300% better than a regular text-based sales letter. Moreover, 59% of executives prefer to consume video content than any other medium. 64% of consumers are more likely to buy after watching a video. 80% of video marketers say that video campaigns have led directly to more sales, and that's what I know, okay? And here's what I believe. Writing is a serious business, but it's also a game. It's a game where you can win big if you understand the mentality of the players. And when you do, you can literally turn words in a video into cash. But there's a problem. Finding writers and other creatives that are right for your needs is complicated. You're probably worried about producing a VSL that's right for your audience, that speaks with authority, your tone, and that gets people to engage. Something that converts. You may be worried because your competition is eating you alive in search engine rankings. Maybe you don't even know where your next customer is going to come from. Tossing and turning like someone with a bad case of malaria and totally stressed out. And to make things worse, you're being told a bajillion different things by so-called experts and gurus. You should tie your content marketing into hot memes to drive tidal waves of unqualified traffic to your website. Good Lord. Should you fire up a YouTube channel or hire influencers on Instagram? Should you shell out a never-ending stream of cash with dwindling returns on Facebook ads? Or how about starting a podcast? Or what about writing, doing article writing through artificial intelligence? Isn't AI a thing now? Let's give that a go. No, wait. Maybe you should be hiring lead gen experts to connect with 50 bajillion ideal customers on LinkedIn and then badger them with not so well written messages. If you're a brand, that's what you need to do to get more customers, right? Or maybe you should be putting out ads on job platforms like Indeed, Monster, Glassdoor, Media Bistro, or ProBlogger in the hopes of finding the perfect VSL copywriter to work with long term. Heck, maybe you're even putting stuff out on the Warrior Forum. Yeah? You should be searching resumes nonstop for weeks on end and, giving so-so candidates trial projects to see if they can really do what you need them to do. And meanwhile, you're checking out old David Ogilvy books so that you can get an idea if the copy you're being delivered is adequate. Never mind the fact that David Ogilvy is, great for short copy, and nobody ever told you that longer copy invariably outsells short copy. All this casting about like a ship lost at sea, it's the perfect way to spend your time. Never mind race to the bottom platforms like Upwork or Fiverr, or their numerous Me Too lookalike competitors out there. Someone please help me pull the ice pick out of my eyeballs here, okay? Listen, the truth is that many brand executives and marketers, they have seriously bad cases of being pulled in all directions on top of typically thinking that they can do everything by themselves in-house 100% of the time. And even when they do recognize that they need a pro, they don't know what to look for or how to find that person. I mean, even LinkedIn's internal data shows a 63% increase in marketing jobs over the last 6 months, with over 381,000 posted in the last year, but with many of those jobs going unfilled. So you guys, you all end up doing some of this and some of that, and you end up starting to go stir crazy because of all the things that you've got to get done, and your products and services and all these great things that you want to bless the masses with, they go unsold. And then someone smartly says, "So, did you get somebody to write that video sales letter yet?" And you get a sudden, painful sinking sensation in the pit of your stomach because you're in the middle of a dumpster fire and you know it. And I call the place that you find yourself in the Titanic. It's an unsustainable situation, and if you don't correct it, the best you'll find is that you're able to tread water for a while before sinking. Meanwhile, your competitors are zipping by on speedboats and luxury yachts. And if it were me, frankly, I'd rather go eat some habanero peppers and rub the juice around in my eyes than to operate my business like that. But this isn't about how I run things. This is about you, right? You're here on this website watching this video right now because you're looking for a professional copywriter who can bang out a converting video sales letter script and maybe even put the whole video together for you too. Now, nobody's questioning your effort. I've found that most try their damnedest, doing literally everything in your power to get your marketing working the way that you feel that it should. Or maybe things are already going pretty good for you, pretty well, but it's time for more. It's time to get the chains off your feet so that you can fly. Heck, maybe you're ahead of the proverbial pack and you want to ensure your competitors are left in the dust for good. Whatever the case may be, here's the good news. Imagine this. Soon you're going to find yourself with an engaging marketing tool that gets you as close to the highest converting sales method in existence, which, in case you didn't know, is one-on-one sales. But one-on-one sales aren't super scalable. A well-researched, well-written, well-made video sales letter probably won't convert that well, but it's as close as you can humanly get while also being able to scale. A good VSL can be the unicorn that you're looking for. You can reach your target audience, generate new business leads, grow sales to existing customers, increase market share, drive traffic to your website, build brand recognition, and sell millions of dollars worth of services or products. But how do you know that you can do it? How do you know that you can pull it off? How do you know that I'm the guy to write your first or next VSL script? Well, I'm going to get into the specifics here in just a minute, so by all means do keep watching. You already know you want to put together a kick-ass video sales letter, but you need to know what kind of copywriter I am. Well, remember how I said I've been a writer for a long time? That's true. I started out in media straight out of college and ended up producing over 32 online video ads for Match.com before I was even 23. Fast forward, and I ended up working as the marketing director for the Adidas Institute Worldwide, one of the top 30 change management consulting firms on the planet. Now, if you want to see testimonials, they're all over my website and on my LinkedIn profile. Check them out. Most of my career has been spent helping high-tech, biotech, and software companies with one marketing problem or another. A few others have included alternative medicine, skincare and beauty, supplements, financial services, real estate, restaurant management, media, film, and entertainment. I've never done the relationships niche, spirituality, or the make money online thing, but I'm open to it. I think it would be fun. No matter what niche you're in, though, I'm a writer that believes in ethical persuasion. And if you don't know what that means, John Benson, one of the top copywriters in the world, says that it's the act of convincing someone to do something by appealing to their sense of logic and reason. It's the polar opposite of manipulation and coercion, which is what most people think of when they hear the word marketing. Ethical persuasion is a capacity and skill that very few have mastered or learned, and this is why literally tons of people have an aversion to marketing and sales. It can feel slimy and manipulative, and I just ain't down with that. What I am into is helping my clients exponentially increase their sales and conversions while having fun and learning something in the process. I mean, seriously, I pretty much learn something every time I work on a new project. I also understand the art of persuasion and how to craft an emotional story that speaks to the needs of the customer. I know how to combine compelling big ideas with an engaging narrative to make a video that sells. Plus, as a copywriter, I don't just write the script and hand it over. I work with you to make sense of the data, test new leads, and keep optimizing campaigns until we achieve our conversion targets. And this collaborative approach ensures that your campaigns are as successful as possible. Now, you remember how I said it's a bit like a game? I like engaging in fun activities and working with fun people. If I don't think that it's going to be fun, I don't care how much I might get paid, I usually won't do it. So that tells you a little bit about what kind of things I believe in and the sort of people and businesses I tend to like working with. And it should tell you a bit about whether you would enjoy working with me too. I think you get the idea. And if we're a match, here's what I want to do for you. Give me 14 days and I'll personally write and deliver a custom video sales letter designed to put more cash in your bank account. Maybe I'll even produce the entire VSL. I typically charge on the higher end of the spectrum for my services. However, VSLs are a copywriting area where I'm wanting to do more and build up my portfolio. Typical rates for VSL copywriters that have been in the industry for a while range from $5,000 on up to $30,000 per video sales letter depending on length. Heck, John Benson charges over $100,000 per VSL. And granted, the dude has invented the whole kit and caboodle and his letters have pulled in well over $1 billion. I cannot boast the same, although I would like to. So if you're an internet marketer or business owner looking for a written or video sales letter that increases your conversions, sales, and profits, working with me is an easy way to save at least $4,000 and perhaps a lot more. And I'll explain how that works in just a minute. Before I talk about price, I want you to remember that putting together a video sales letter that's right for whatever it is you're selling isn't a one-size-fits-all endeavor. When I'm writing for you, it's my intention to help you take on your competitors and utterly crush them, okay? But I know that intentions aren't enough. Even justifiably low prices aren't always enough, and that's why I've put together a triple guarantee. It's my Godfather offer that I honestly don't think you'll want to refuse. You just might be kicking yourself later if you do. And by then, I'll probably be working with somebody else, so pay attention, me buccos and buckettes. I guarantee originality. You will never see me lifting copy word for word from somebody else's VSL or sales letter. I've been around long enough to have heard the horror stories of some guy hiring a copywriter, paying him a smooth $10K up front, only to have that guy deliver a copy that was written by somebody else. And that won't ever happen with me. When you choose me as your VSL copywriter, it's my human touch, experience, and creativity that I bring to the table. I don't rely on others for assistance. I do it all myself. So you can be confident that you're getting original copy written by a human who understands what it takes to capture your audience's attention. And by the way, you can check out at least one sample VSL I put together somewhere on this VSL's landing page. It's for a supplement called Exapure. I was not hired by that company and I have zero affiliation with them. I simply chose a product pretty much at random and wrote a VSL as a sample since I didn't have any in my portfolio, at least for B2C. I do have some that are B2B and you can see those on this page too. Anyway, check those out. Now, I also guarantee my service. And what that means is that I guarantee the work will be delivered on time within an agreed upon time frame. I'll also provide 2 rounds of revisions and I'll work with you to optimize the video script. Typically that's a new headline and a lead to test, as well as other minor tweaks. If you're curious about the fine details, I've included an entire FAQ about how I work on the page that this video is embedded in. Finally, I guarantee complete professionalism. A lot of people talk about how they want to be treated, but I actually practice it with my clients. I shoot for mutual respect, professionalism, and fairness in every interaction and project. I believe in working together as partners, and you can count on me to give your project the attention it deserves from start to finish, whether it's conducting research, maintaining consistency, or verifying facts. I'll make sure every detail is accounted for. Now, remember how I mentioned that typical VSL prices range between $5,000 and $30,000 depending on length? Well, the first time you work with me on a video sales letter, you won't even come close to paying that amount. Not even close. For the sake of argument, say the standard price on the low end is something like this: $1,000 for a 5-minute VSL, $5,000 for a 10-minute VSL, $10,000 for 20 minutes, $15,000 for 30 minutes, and $20,000 for a 45-minute VSL, okay? And as ridiculous as it may sound, the first time you work with me, you won't even be paying something like $625 for a 5-minute VSL, or $1,250 for a 10-minute VSL, $6,000 for a 20-minute, and on and on. You can see it right there on your screen. Instead, the first time we work together, your total investment will be a mere $500 for a 5-minute VSL, $1,000 for a 10-minute VSL, $6,000 for a 20-minute VSL, $10,000 for a 30-minute VSL, and finally, $18,000 for a 45-minute VSL. And if that sounds groovy to you, then I want you to look below this video right now. You'll see a button that says Get in Touch. Click that, fill out the form that will pop up so that you can lock in the prices that I just quoted in this video. I'll be in touch with you within 24 hours and we'll schedule a call. And you can tell me all about your project and we'll see if it seems like we're gonna be a good fit for working together. And just to be clear, I'm a great guy, but I'm not giving the discounts above out of the kindness of my heart. You absolutely are getting a great deal out of this, but so am I. I get to increase my portfolio in an area of copywriting that I think is more, honestly a bit more fun than others. And you get all the super awesome, amazing stuff I talked about in my triple guarantee, plus an incredible discount with a lower price than many others will quote. It's a win-win. And a really nice perk is that if we like working together and you see the kind of results you'd like to see, you'll have met a like-minded writer, me, who's dedicated to your success. And that means we'll likely work together again. Sadly, not at the same low price, but hey, I'm being transparent, so that's a win-win too. So click on the button that says Get in Touch, fill out the form. It'll take you less than a minute. Do that and we'll set up a call, okay? And don't worry about the process. How you can make payment or how I work, all of that stuff is explained below this video. Go click that button and let's talk.